Alright, we are finally down here in the southernmost tip of Florida in the Everglades, and we are ready to get started looking for reptiles and amphibians, and really any wildlife we can find. We've had our fun looking for invasive species up in the city, and we did pretty good with that. I love seeing native wildlife a lot more than seeing invasive reptiles, even though it is neat seeing reptiles I wouldn't normally get to see in America. Native animals are where it's at, and we get to leave them in the environment and not remove them. Tonight we're going to be trying to find a few target species like the Brooks king snake, the Florida scarlet snake, and there's a few other things that would be lifers for Dakota, Alexis, and Colton, and Anthony. So hopefully we can make that happen for them. Either way, we're gonna get to it. We're now in the Everglades, and there's our first evidence of a snake. It is, judging by the scales, an Everglades or a yellow rat snake. Pretty cool. Well, we're down here in the very tip of Florida now, and that right there is not an alligator. These are American crocodiles. This guy's just chilling. But there's quite a few of them out here. This one's just the one we're able to get closest to. So cool to see these guys in the wild. This is the only place in the world you can find crocodiles and alligators living together. I have seen American crocodiles before, but it never gets old. There's something truly incredible about getting to see these enormous, prehistoric reptiles doing their thing, patrolling the waterways, looking for fish and crabs to eat. There's just something gnarly and intimidating about the way their teeth stick out of their mouth. Up toward their nose, there's even two holes where the teeth fit through the skull. This allows them to lock down on their prey, so that when they grab something, there's no escape. To give you some scale, American crocodiles do get bigger than alligators on average, with adult males reaching 20 feet in length. American crocodiles aren't as keen on hunting humans as their African and Australian counterparts. However, I still wouldn't trust them as much as an alligator when it comes to getting in the water. Colton, what do you think of the Everglades? On this hole, it looks like right here is a python slide coming out of this hole, which is pretty crazy. That's a big snake. It's my foot next to it, so you can see how wide that is. As fate would have it, we accidentally planned our herping trip to the Everglades during the beginning of the dry season. On top of that, Florida was going through a drought, and at the time I'm uploading this video, we're still in that same drought. This hindered snake movement and made this night incredibly unproductive. That's a cool scorpion. Pretty cool. Alright guys, it is the next morning, and unfortunately, yesterday we kind of struck out. Not completely. We didn't get completely skunked. We did see American crocodiles, which are always cool to see in the wild. We did see some Everglades racers that got away from us. And unfortunately, the last snake we saw moving when it was like 63 degrees was a cottonmouth that got hit by a car, and we unfortunately had to put it out of its misery. So that kind of sucked and put a dampener on our night. I went back to the hotel feeling kind of defeated. So today we're trying a different spot in the Everglades, and we're going out there early, bright and early, trying to get something moving before it warms up. So wish us luck. Here we go. All right guys, first snake of the day. It is what, day 3? Everglades? Oh, that's how tired I am. First herp of the day. It's a mud turtle. I think it's a striped mud. He's actually missing a leg right there. You can see his bone sticking out. Unfortunate. He'll probably be okay though. This is an old turtle, and they have a really good immune system. I see them all the time with missing legs, but it's only 61 degrees out, so that's a good sign. Maybe we'll do better today. There's a lot of life out here in the Everglades today, unlike yesterday. Maybe it's just the different area we're in, but maybe it's because it's morning time. But we're seeing a lot more. Look at all these gators. I don't know what kind of fish those are, but they're tearing something up. It's kind of crazy. There are a lot of alligators. And a lot of vultures yet. And then down there, there's even more. I don't think this guy wants us to come through. Good old-fashioned standoff. A whole lot of fish. I think most of these are invasive cichlids. Alrighty, well, Anthony pulled through and got the first snake of the day. This is an Everglades racer. And let me get where he's in the light. These are really cool. They're a little different than our black racers back home and the brown chin racers we're used to seeing. These are kind of a slate gray. They can also be kind of blue. You can see it on the sides there a little. And they have a little bit of a mask on their face, a dark mask. Toward their tail, it turns into this kind of brownish tan color. Look at all these crazy bromeliads growing on these cypress trees. Wow, that's a native plant. Finally, another snake. Brown water snake. It's on a rock. Snakes don't exist.
Conspiracy.
Another snake. It looks like might be multiple of them. Looks like a brown water snake in there, at least one. I don't know. I don't think I can get them out, but yeah, it looks like there's two in there. Alrighty, this is our last night to find something good, so we're gonna go hard. Hopefully we see at least something. We had terrible luck last night, but I've seen a few water snakes today, so hopefully there'll be something out on the road. The temperature's gonna drop pretty fast, so we got a real narrow window for when we can see stuff. Let's make it happen. Well, we finally cruised a snake after this whole time being here. Where is he? It's a cottonmouth. Oh, he's coming back. Oh, he's chasing you. Well, is it gone?
No, he's still right here.
Well, the cottonmouth's getting away, but nice. A snake. Well, here's a pretty water snake. It's what's known as the Florida water snake. Pretty much just a banded. Oop, there he goes. Whoa, whoa. Here's a better look at this water snake. It's actually really pretty. But we're gonna let it go and keep moving. Got two brown water snakes right here. There's one there. There's one over there. Is there any over here?
Otra vez.
We've got a bunch of brown water snakes. We kind of knew that they were going to be everywhere tonight because we saw them during the day hiding in little cracks and crevices in the rocks. But they're out here taking advantage of this low water level, eating all the fish that are trapped in these mud puddles. And they're just everywhere. We're just walking around. We just walked around here for like 2 minutes and picked all these up. But we're going to let them all go. Really cool to see this many snakes, even though they are common. It's a lot of snakes. This is a beautiful Florida water snake right here. Gorgeous. That's a lot of snakes. This is just a beautiful, beautiful water snake. This is a different species. This is the banded water snake. Down here, they're known, they're known as Florida water snakes. Beautiful pattern on that guy. And the rodeo are out in forest. Oh, he's catching fish. That's beautiful. Wow, look at that. How pretty these things are. Wowza.
Brown water snake right there.
Just hand caught this armored catfish. These things are wicked looking, but they're also invasive. These got out here by people releasing their aquarium pets. Interesting wound it's got there. Pretty cool animal. Unfortunately, it's invasive. We got one of our targets for the trip. Not our main target, but it was something I was hoping to see. I just grabbed this green water snake. It is absolutely going to town on Dakota. And then this really, really pretty banded was next to it. But, wow, that is a really cool snake. These, ow! He's eating my finger. These are actually the largest Nerodia species. They can get absolutely huge, especially with their girth. They get massive. I uploaded a video a while back of me finding a really, or my friend finding a really big one. Here we go. This makes the whole night worth it. That is insane. I had to give a size reference. Just look at that. It feels like, it's like an anaconda, really. And they look just like it with their little eyes right on the front of their face, on top of their face. Such a sweetheart. So this is definitely a small one, but still really cool. This is Dakota's lifer. Snake is just repeatedly biting us. It is a beautiful green water snake though. Love their faces. They're also a lot smoother and shinier than other water snakes. They still have keeled scales, they're just really glossy. They kind of remind me of giant crayfish snakes. Here's an invasive eel. We also just saw a walking catfish, which, go figure, is also invasive. I'm pretty sure these are from like Asia. It's like an Asian swamp eel or something like that. I'm pretty sure these can also move on dry land, like he's trying to do. But he's got spots on him. He's pretty cool. We've seen a couple of these already. It's a cool fish. So goofy looking. Look at his face. Almost looks like a snake. Snakes everywhere. Look right here. It's a banded water. Over here, there's an albino walking catfish. It appears to be albino. Look at that. Those are also invasive, but that's pretty crazy. Life everywhere. Complete opposite of last night. That's a bear. It's a big old bear. I guess that was bear poop we saw earlier.
I guess so.
That's my lifer Florida scarlet snake. I've seen northerns, but this is a Florida scarlet. And wow, that thing is beautiful. Wow. And these are characterized by that really wide tangerine nape. Right there, if he'd hold still. What a beautiful snake. Wow. Bit spooky out here. Eerily quiet. No frogs calling, just crickets. Not a ton of snake activity, but things we have seen have been pretty cool. Alright guys, I didn't really film an outro to that video when I was leaving South Florida because I was so tired and it was a long drive. But thank you guys so much for watching and for interacting with this video. I really appreciate all the support that I've received and all the comments and likes you guys leave. I look at all the comments and read them. So thank you so much for interacting with my channel, supporting the channel, and for all you guys that watch out there, I really appreciate it because I put a lot of work and time into making these videos. And I would be out here doing this regardless. So it just means a lot to me when you guys watch and enjoy what I put out. So I'm back up here in North Florida now, and I've got some more content coming your way. Been doing a lot of herping lately. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.